I know it's hard to believe. I don't have the words. I don't have the words. It's hard to believe that there are people in politics who give a damn. I swear to God there are. And I'm not commenting. I'm not going to comment on the other side. I'm not going to talk about Republicans and Democrats. I'm not going to talk about Epstein. I'm not going to talk about all the politics that's swirling around, because so much of it, a lot of times, is BS. And you know that because you've lived it. So you've had to sit in hearings and talk to reporters and talk to politicians and hear all this crap. And I wish you could, I can speak for me, and I know there's other members sitting up here, if you could feel our hearts. I swear to God, I know I said in the beginning it's not enough. I only can say I'm sorry. I just, you guys did a good job. You did a good job. And this isn't alligator tears or any BS. I admire you for what you've done. It's a big deal. And it's as hard on you because you have somebody that's so incapacitated and you're there every day. And thank you for what you do because your love is so great. And I think the three of you have so much faith. That's the one thing I got out of this, and thank you for that as well. You know, we talked today about, and I respect the ranking member, but local government. Yeah, it's local governments that are doing this. It's states and it's cities, but they're breaking the law. They're breaking federal law. Mrs. Wilkins, you all said it. And frankly, we've had legislation that's come before us that we have voted for, but it's not going to make it all the way through. Not enough people voted for it, that those cities, those towns, those counties, those states don't get their funding. And you want to see politicians run, man, you take away the money that they get, they're going to run. You can't, yes, there are states' rights, and I believe in the individuality of the states' rights and how our Constitution was set up. It doesn't allow you to break federal law, number one. Number two, we had wide open borders. Man, we just did. I'm not here to, this isn't a political debate. Nobody's going to vote for or against me on anything in this room today. But we did, and we let really bad people in. And somebody, you know, one of our members said, well, tragedies happen, and it could have been an American citizen who did that. Yeah, and we couldn't help that because they're an American citizen. There was no, how did we know? You don't know when you wake up in the morning what somebody's going to do to you or to your family, your children, whatever. But this was preventable. That's the word here. So you broke the law. They broke the law, and it was preventable. It didn't have to be that way, and we've talked about it for years. I love immigrants. I love legal immigrants. I love so many of us. Our parents, our grandparents, our great-grandparents came here. They busted their ass to make a living and to do the right thing and to be responsible. They were good people. That's not what we're talking about here. And you know what? An aspect of all this that we didn't even mention is how much this cost us. Now, who cares about the money when you think of human life? But even beyond that, some of these people, we have to transport them, we have to feed them, we have to house them, we have to educate them. And it's nothing against immigrants, and it's not trying to hurt anybody. But they broke the law. And some of them are god-awful. Those statistics that Mr. Gillette, everybody's read today, they're real. It's not 3 or 4. It's thousands. And millions were let into our country. No country has ever prevailed in all of world history when it just bleeds open like that. So this hearing, more importantly than the politics, liberal, conservative, Republican, Democrat, I just wanted people to hear, and I wish every American, I swear to God, they didn't have to hear us, but I wish they could just hear you. That's why your job is so hard. Because you know what? Let me tell truth be told, yeah, we'll do some news hits. Maybe, you know, Mr. Schmidt will get interviewed, or I'll get interviewed, or Jasmine will get interviewed. But a lot of people aren't going to know what happened here today. They're not. But you have to keep pushing, and you have to keep working. And I want you to know, and I mean this, forget the BS politics. A lot of people love you for what you've done and the courage you've shown. You didn't have to do it. This is a pain coming here, and you relive that pain every single time you do it, and you don't know who's telling you the truth and who's BSing you. But there are people who care. And I pray to God that someday this works out and we don't keep doing this. So I thank you for that.